How much influence do fake social media profiles have over Trump and his supporters?
We still make our own decisions, don't we? Experiments suggest we don't. Scientists using brain scanners can predict which of two buttons someone will press before the person is even aware of making a decision. By analysing subconscious brain activity, they can recognise the decision before the activity reaches the conscious brain. The findings suggest that free will is an illusion, something Einstein considered an obvious truth. He could see no escape from the chain of cause and effect. The debate over free will is far from over. One counter-theory is the idea that the conscious brain could veto subconscious decisions, a kind of free won't. Regardless, experts agree that we are heavily directed by powerful, invisible forces. There is growing evidence that the complete freedom of choice we feel is nothing more than a trick of the brain. Like this image, on closer inspection, it's clearly deceptive. These two colours look very different, but are in fact the same. And even now that you know it's an illusion, it still seems convincing. Our political perceptions are also shaped by powerful hidden forces. Data has been mined from Facebook to create detailed individual profiles and target us with just the right material. Subscriptions, travel, and Facebook likes are analysed to predict personality traits, political leanings, and more. And experiments have shown that people often form strikingly strong opinions from minimal information. In a survey following Russia's annexation of Crimea, people were asked how they thought the US should react, and also whether they could identify Ukraine on a map. The farther away they pointed from Ukraine, the more likely they were to favour military intervention. In a separate study, people were asked their stance on questions like, should there be a single-payer healthcare system? Then they were asked to explain the relevant issue in detail. Asked once again to rate their views, most people felt less strongly either way. Our brains have evolved to make quick decisions, creating the illusion of understanding. For example, what do you see stuck on this wall? A stone? A mouse, perhaps? Then your brain has made some faulty assumptions. Once you see it, it's strikingly obvious. Commercial fake news also thrives on our inherent blind spots. Stories are shared through fake Russian and American accounts to make money through advertising. The key to success is stealth. People can't resist outside forces if they don't recognize them. And there are signs that some groups are more aware than others. In an interview with Wired, a commercial fake news publisher said that he experimented with fake news extolling Bernie Sanders. It didn't work. He said, Bernie Sanders supporters are among the smartest people I've seen. They don't believe anything. The post must have proof for them to believe it. Bernie Sanders supporters had particularly high levels of education. In contrast, Trump's margin amongst white people without a college degree is the largest among any candidate in exit polls since 1980. 67% of non-college white people backed Trump. While experts are split on whether we have any free will, many from both sides of the divide agree that some people are more free than others. In 2015, philosopher Stephen Cave suggested it may be possible to measure our freedom quotient, or FQ. He seemed to predict the current problems, noting that freedom could be limited by restricting access to education or brainwashing with propaganda. Even without free will, curiosity is empowering. Once we can see the strings, we can choose which ones to cut. Einstein saw the absence of free will as a positive. It meant he forgave himself and others more easily, and as a Jew he saw how easily people were deceived. In the 1939 poll of Princeton University freshmen, Einstein was voted the second greatest person alive. In first place was Hitler. Einstein's burning curiosity led him on a world-changing journey of discovery. With or without free will, he was one of the most free people who ever lived.